Question, the member from Thornhill.
Thank you, Speaker. My question is for the Minister of Finance. Despite the efforts of the Minister of Finance, we finally learned that the Windsor Energy Centre has cost Ontario taxpayers $80 million. We have yet to hear why this power plant was needed or a reason why the Lottery Corporation is in the electricity business in the first place. The coffers of the province of Ontario are not for the private use of government ministers. The Minister of Finance must stop hiding behind lawsuits and explain why he approved this ridiculous use of taxpayer dollars. So, Minister, why exactly is it necessary for the OLG to own a power plant, and why are taxpayers on the hook for it?
I think the member asked some very valid questions, Mr. Speaker, and we have put in place a new board. We have put in a new board. We have put in an acting CEO to look at this matter, among others. And I do think those are very legitimate questions. And, Mr. Speaker, we will continue to pursue this. As I've indicated to the member opposite, As I've indicated to the member opposite, Mr. Speaker, those are very good questions. They're precisely the kinds of questions that we are looking at the moment, Mr. Speaker. I remind the member, with respect to the lawsuit that's outstanding, there's a further dispute with respect to ownership. That makes it difficult to respond, but indeed, these are the types of questions, these are among the questions that we have asked, and at the appropriate time, we'll be able to respond.
Supplementary.
Not for the first time, we find ourselves disappointed with the minister's answers. We now know that the power plant was essential to the casino expansion, and no one had figured out that that was the case until well into the construction of the casino. That's right. These geniuses didn't know that the Windsor grid couldn't handle the casino. Minister, you're a former Minister of Energy. You are the current Minister of Finance. You are the local MPP. It's your mess. Minister, please tell the House how many millions of taxpayer dollars you had sunk into your brand spanking, new, over budget, $500 million casino before you figured out you lacked the electricity to turn on the lights.
Excellent. Minister.
Mr. Speaker, in fact, that investment, which is helping tourism and employing 2,000 people in Windsor today, the community with the highest unemployment rate in the country, was in fact an appropriate investment and the right investment at the time. Mr. Speaker, the Windsor Energy Centre that the member has referenced was in fact a separate project as he's looked at the public accounts. He's right. It is unacceptable that a budget item of that magnitude goes from $40 to $80 million, Mr. Speaker. We have taken steps, Mr. Speaker, to address that in the context of the lawsuit that the operator has filed against the former board and the former chair. We will continue to take appropriate steps in that context, Mr. Speaker, but I want to stress that this